Do you know these tiny mineral grains once started wars? For centuries, whoever controlled salt controlled survival. And it preserved food long before refrigerators ever existed. Salt was once traded like gold because it sustains life. It preserved food, powered bodies, and connected civilizations. Even today, this tiny mineral keeps our food safe, our flavor strong, and our bodies working. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'll uncover how salt shaped our history, powers your body, and transforms your food. You are watching That Easy Food. Every culture found its way to the same discovery. A little salt transforms almost everything. In Japan, it's sprinkled over grilled fish. In Italy, it's tossed into boiling pasta water. In Mexico, it rims the glass of a lime-sweet drink. Each tiny grain wakes up flavor in its own way. When salt touches food, it breaks down proteins and releases aroma. That's why a tomato suddenly smells richer and tastes sweeter. Try this. Cut a ripe one, taste it plain. Then add a pinch. The juices wake up, the sweetness jumps out, the sour turns smooth. That's not imagination. That's chemistry you can taste. Salt helps molecules release aroma, so food smells stronger and tastes richer. That's why chefs sprinkle, taste, sprinkle again. They're tuning flavor, not adding sodium. We hear too much salt is bad all the time, but most of it hides in packaged foods, not the shaker at home. Roughly 75% of our intake comes from bread, sauces, ready meals, snacks. So cutting processed food matters far more than fearing a pinch while cooking. When you season yourself, you control both flavor and health. And if you've ever suddenly craved something salty, that's not your imagination. It's your body talking. When sodium levels dip, the brain's balance sensors fire off signals that push you to restore them. It's your internal chemistry asking for equilibrium, not indulgence. Salt is crucial to running some of the systems that keep you alive. Every nerve signal, every muscle contraction, every heartbeat relies on sodium ions moving in and out of your cells, like tiny electrical switches that keep your body talking to itself. When sodium enters a nerve cell, it sparks an electrical pulse, and when it leaves, the cell resets, ready for the next signal. That's how your brain sends messages, your heart keeps rhythm, and your muscles move. Without salt, your brain would stop working. At the same time, salt helps your body hold water in the right places, keeping blood volume stable and pressure balanced. Without enough sodium, cells lose their shape, signals fade, energy drops, muscles cramp, and your thinking slows. That's why ancient humans went great distances to find it. Life literally depended on it. But salt doesn't just keep us alive, it makes life taste better. From the way it pulls flavor from a tomato to how it turns a dull stew into comfort, salt is the quiet artist in almost every meal. And like any artist, it works best with a bit of technique. When chefs use salt, they don't just throw it in. They build flavor in layers. A pinch at the start draws out moisture and wakes up the natural taste of the ingredients. As heat dulls that sharp edge, they taste again and add just enough to bring it back to life. Texture matters too. Fine salt melts fast in a marinade or dough, while flaky salt stays crunchy on top of salads or even chocolate, giving that satisfying burst when you bite. And salt never works alone. It shines next to acid and fat. Combine it with a squeeze of lemon or a drizzle of olive oil, and suddenly everything tastes brighter, deeper, more balanced. Here's something you might not have thought about. Long before fridges, this same mineral kept food safe. Rubbed onto meat or mixed into brine, it drew out water, stopped bacteria, and transformed texture and flavor, turning fresh fish into delicate cured fillets or crisping vegetables into pickles. Even today, it's still one of the simplest, safest ways to keep food fresh without additives. Here's something to think about while you cook. Salt is the only thing we eat every day that isn't food. It doesn't grow, it doesn't breathe, and it doesn't come from anything alive. But what is salt then? It's a rock, a crystal made of sodium and chlorine, two elements that by themselves can be dangerous, But together, they create the spark of flavor and life. Your body depends on it. Every thought, every heartbeat, every movement needs a trace of this mineral. Salt keeps every spark inside you working, but it can't do that alone. It has a partner that carries it everywhere. Water. We've only uncovered half the story. The other half flows through every drop of water. That's where salt finds its balance. And that's where I'll go in my next video, water and electrolytes. So next time something tastes off, don't reach for more sauce. Reach for understanding. Season in layers, taste as you go, and let chemistry work for you. What's your favorite way to bring food to life with salt? If you like this video, let us know in the comments, and tell us what other food stories you'd love to explore next. Subscribe for more delicious stories, right here on ThatEasyFood. And remember, sometimes a pinch of salt is worth more than gold.